Welcome to the Old Boar Plays City Skylines. This is a tutorial series on Railway 2 train networks. I'll be putting in functional rail infrastructure, and in this video, I'll be building a small rail yard and connecting it to the little town with the passenger train, and also bringing in some cargo from a fishing industry. I'll be using Railway 2 USA wired gravel concrete 2x2. This is noted. NEC stands for Northeastern Corridor. You'll need to have anarchy on and road bending off. You want to bring off a yard ladder at about a 20-degree angle. And from this track, I want to get my angle through these two hills, because in the back area there, I'll be putting in industry. It's about a 33-degree angle. I'm going to bring this highway over the train tracks. 59 feet clears the catenaries. I also want to bring this highway above the train tracks, and I want to come into this track as close to a 90-degree angle as possible. 89.9 on the other end is 129.8. I'm using a 2-lane road here because this is what many of the asset creators use. I'll be putting a set of assets called Modular Distribution Center. I've downloaded the ones for the Industries DLC, but there's also a set for normal gameplay. I want to first put in a warehouse. You can see at the left-hand corner, there's an icon. That's warehouse. This one has a light-colored roof. This one has a dark-colored roof. I'll be putting in this one, Distribution Center 2, long. Next to it, I want to put in a cargo station, and I'll use the same dark-colored roof. This is Distribution Center Rail Light. It's just a cargo station. And here I want to select Railway 2, USA, wired, gravel, concrete, 2x2, standard entry, ground level. Now I'll put in another 2-way road. I'll leave 2 zoning squares. Gives you room to bring in more train tracks in the future if you like. If you haven't changed the asset's train tracks, it will stay at Railway 2. If you move to a different asset, you'll have to select your Railway 2 again. This particular distribution center allows you to choose what kind of cargo comes into it, and we'll be using those later. At this point, you could put in some of these corner buildings. They are also warehouses. One has a light colored roof, the other has a dark colored roof. You can also download these assets for DHL, FedEx, and others. I'll put in this distribution center office. Now I'll take the train track out. You want to make sure you see a 180-degree angle at the bottom so that your tracks are straight. Now I'll connect this track into that line. At about a 150-degree angle. And I'll bring my other two tracks in, straight in to this one. This is not a completely realistic rail yard, but it is fully functional. And so that my trucks don't have to drive all the way to the end to turn around, I'll bring up a little highway. You want to make sure that you're flat all the way through here, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to put in some fishing industry and I'll time-lapse that. I'll be putting in cargo docks in this area, and I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out for that. Now I need to put in a cargo station to bring in the fish into the rail yard. Now I'm choosing Railway 2 USA wired gravel concrete 2x2 standard entry ground level. You can put one-way roads in here if you like. So now I'm ready to unpause the game. And we might see some cargo come into the rail yard. I also want to bring a passenger train from this little town to the rail yard so the employees can get into the rail yard complex. Here I'll be using the West Haven Station 4 tracks. This station requires a high entry level. So I'll be using Railway 2 USA fired gravel concrete 4x2 bypass high entry ground level. This one with the WO has wood. And I'll be linking to all of this in the description of the video. Now we'll connect up our tracks. Might want to trim these back just a bit. We want to go from the station to the other track. We'll need to have a little fire station down here. The trucks from the other side of the map won't be able to get here in time. We want to place this on the inside so the trucks don't have to go all the way to the end to get there. We want to make sure we have our correct tracks chosen. I'm finding that the game's AI has a bit of a hard time knowing that there's a train station here when you tunnel underneath. We'll see how it works out. Want to create a new line. I'm going to pause the game, and then we'll look at our train lines. First of all, I want to put in the flirt generic 4 cars. I like these because you can see the colors of the lines. When you ride these trains, you can see where there's little bumps in the roads and straighten those out. And we also want to take a look at this and drop the number of trains down. Here comes our first cargo train. These are container trains that I've downloaded off the Steam Workshop, and I'll link to those as well. This truck is taking cargo out to the other end of the map. This is what we want to see, keeping the truck traffic off the city's roads. Thank you for watching The Old Boar Plays City Skylines. Take care now.